Valentine's Day. For some, a day of happiness. For others, depression. Let's find out where it all began. Where did it come from? Who made it? When did it first appear? Are there more of them out there? I don't know. We're gonna find out together. The answers may surprise you. So, it all begins in ancient Rome, where the Romans had creativity to spare and came up with a festival held on February 15th. And their idea of a fun, goofy, quirky time was to have a bunch of priests gather together in a cave, sacrifice a few goats and dogs, and then they take the goat and dog and then slap gently, gently slap a woman with it, multiple women with it. And that was like their thing. Anyway, a few centuries later, give or take a few years, Rome decided to not be fun anymore and became a family-friendly Christian empire. And they banned it. They got rid of it. It was no longer around. They decided that that wasn't something they wanted to do anymore. It's not written in the Bible. So they got rid of it. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna time skip. The Pope realized that the people needed to have a bit of fun. So he woke up. He said, "Fuck it. February 14th is gonna be Saint Valentine's Day." What did that mean? I'm not sure. Maybe it's in the Bible. Who knows? It could be. But at the beginning, it wasn't really related to the whole love thing because I feel like they were still trying to distance themselves away from the whole, goat dog sacrificing thing. I think they wanted to put a bit of time, let people really get over it. But it wasn't until a few years later, and by a few years, I mean a few hundred years. It wasn't until the Middle Ages that people in the UK and France were fucking around watching some birds mate, and they said, "Damn, bro, this is crazy." They start mating on February 14th, and then someone connected the dots and said, "Fuck it." You know what else is on February, like, kind of? 14th? St. Valentine's Day. What a coincidence. So, basically, in 1375, right? So some guy pulled up and he was like, "Yo, bro, this is crazy." And he wrote a poem about the birds fucking. He said the following. He was like, "For this sent on Saint Valentine's Day, when every fowl cometh there choose his mate." I don't know if I said that right or not, but basically he's talking about two birds fucking. And that's the first time that Valentine's Day became its whole little love thing. And that's pretty cool if you ask me. And we're going to fast forward a few more years to the 1400s, where basically we're starting to see more and more poems being sent around in letters. And one guy in particular, right? Charles the Duke of something. I kind of forgot, to be honest. I have a script, but I'm not reading it. Basically, they put him in the Tower of London, and he sent a letter to his wife. And that was like the first thing, like in like recorded Valentines from one person to another. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I don't know. My sources will be in the description. But yeah, no, like I mean, shit, bro. I get it. You get captured by the fucking British. Anything to get away from the wife. Am I right, guys? Ayo. I don't really know where to fit this in, but at some point they decided to put Cupid in there, the little like toddler thing that flies around shooting arrows to make people fall in love. Personally, I'm kind of against that. I would have preferred to see like Venus, aka Aphrodite. I don't personally. I think that would have been kind of cool. A missed opportunity to not have. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have been better personally. I don't know what about it would have been better, but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, let's fast forward even more because at this point it's getting kind of boring. I think you get the idea about what's gonna happen. So basically, it's spreading everywhere. It's in Canada. It's in the United States. It's obviously in the UK and France, aka the bird fucker watchers guys, and it's also in Australia apparently. Cool, good for them. And it's like growing around. And now at this point, the holiday has also expanded a bit more. Now it's like friends also sending letters to each other, and like obviously lovers still as well, because you gotta stay true to your roots of watching birds fuck. And so essentially, they would send like letters to each other. It became a lot more popular in the 18th century, I think, probably. I could be wrong a bit. It's a pretty big time frame at least, so I'm not wrong by much. And as technology developed, of course, we come to the real true like a modern version of Valentine's Day, which is with the little cards that people give you and buy. You see, the printing press came about and was like, haha, we can print things now. Like, whoa, ho, ho, ho. We have a holiday where we send people love. So someone clicked the dots in their head and they made it happen. So now people can send letters to each other or like cards to each other. It's a lot easier. And you know, people getting kind of depressed, so they don't really like love each other anymore. But this made it really easy to be like, hey, I appreciate you, homie. Or like, oh damn, I love my wife. And it was just a lot easier. So, you know, that was pretty cool of them to do. And now we come to the modern era, you know, Valentine's Day, you see where it is now. I saw that apparently like 145 million cards are made every year. I lost the source. I didn't actually write it down in the script. I just kind of lost it. But yeah, you get the idea. Internet has connected us all in a new way. And you know, I feel like it's really cool how you can like talk to someone and at any point and be their homies. But I feel like sometimes we forget about the homies, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a bit more serious here, right? It's like sometimes, damn, bro, I feel kind of alone, you know? I feel kind of shit. But then you gotta remember the homies, you know? So I wanna send you guys out with this message here today. Even though I'm pretty sure I might not upload this on Valentine's Day, I might be late. Take a moment. Message a homie. Say, bro, I appreciate you, homie. On Valentine's Day, especially if they're single. If they're single, especially, they're gonna need it. And you don't have to go all the way out, but if you want to, you can also sacrifice a goat and a dog and slap them with it too. You know, if you really wanna, you know, go the extra mile, you can. Well, yeah, guys, that was the Valentine's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in Easter or whatever holiday comes next. I'm not sure. We'll find out.